I love these situations when we've set this stuff up like a house of cards. All we have to do is take off one of these and run it to our AC line. There's all these switches and solenoids and a bunch of other stuff that are activating all at once, and it's almost too much to comprehend.
I don't think you're right. You only have one. The switch only activates one of two legs.
It's cool.
Question is, will it work?
Things are about to get messy.
Cue a 500-degree fireball.
Yes, this is what you've been waiting for. Like this. Cooked shrimp might be next. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say this might be the weirdest machine we've built on the shop.
It's right up there, certainly.
This one's for the money. I'm gonna try cooking shrimp in midair. In 3, 2, 1. Dude! That was beautiful. Shrimp are leaving. It's going through the flour. Awesome! Goes to the egg. And the breadcrumbs. Oh my God. And the fire! It worked! That is awesome.
It's an astonishing ballet of edible ballistics. Each ingredient timed with millisecond accuracy. And if the video is to be believed, that means we have a plate full of cooked shrimp, right?
Here's one here. He's not coated or cooked.
Wrong.
One. Our machine works beautifully. The shrimp is flying through clouds of flour, breadcrumbs, egg, and fire. But it's not getting coated, it's not getting covered, and it's definitely not getting cooked.
This guy does have what appear to be some breadcrumbs on it, but...
But like 3.
Yeah.
Okay, so we need like hundreds more.
After timing the flight of the shrimp with millisecond accuracy, it turns out time was never on their side.
The problem is that if we slow the shrimp down long enough to allow these processes time to work, the shrimp are going to fall short of the target. We could make the clouds larger and shoot over a longer distance, but that would require more air pressure, which most likely is going to blow the shrimp apart.
It's a classic catch-22. To coat the shrimp requires a much longer flight time, but that would destroy them. So that part of the video was clearly faked.
And then there's the fire. For the same reason that flicking your hand through a candle flame doesn't burn you, the shrimp just doesn't spend enough time in the fire to get cooked. And we can't, for all the reasons Jamie just stated, let it spend more time in the fire, but we can make the fire hotter. This is a 5-burner sword forge running propane. It runs about 4 times as hot as our flame bar, 2,000 degrees. And because it's a sword forge, it's open on either end. That means we're gonna shoot our shrimp right through the middle of this baby. If that doesn't cook our shrimp in midair, I don't know what would.
Before the shrimp fly through the forge, go! Jamie and Adam are facing the far-fetched fact that fruit can be juiced using an explosion.
All right, once we figured out that we had the right explosive, that putting it 7 inches away from our tomato did not destroy it and gave us juice, then we figured out that putting it ever closer still didn't destroy the tomato but got us more juice each time. The question was, how close can you get to get the maximum amount of juice without destroying the tomato? And that distance turns out to be 1.5 inches. But now it's time to figure out exactly how much juice we can get out of that to actually quantify it.
How? Well, earlier, back at the shop, we quantified the amount of juice that we got from a tomato using an industrial juicer.
And it was 62%. That means I got 62% of the weight of the tomato out in delicious tomato juice.
Now we're going to compare that to what we get from a tomato detonated at our sweet spot of 1.5 inches.